Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've spoken a little bit about Billie Eilish before, back when she upset Steven Crowder, which we loved her for. Absolutely loved it. Bravo. Bravo, Billie. Do it again. But this month, Billie has gotten into a little bit of trouble and people are now accusing her of queer baiting. During Pride Month? Really, Billie? Really? I'm just kidding. So in this video, I want to give you guys my opinion on whether or not I think that Billie Eilish was queer baiting. But of course I am straight, so I didn't really feel right just having this video be all my opinion because of course I have a different experience, a different perspective on the matter than somebody who is in a woman-loving-woman relationship. Or just, you know, a woman that is interested in women. And I'm gonna read off some of their opinions as well. I really want this video to capture every side of the argument, but I will be giving you guys my opinion a little bit later on just so you know, are ready for it. I post new videos on my channel twice a week, so if you guys are not yet subscribed, make sure and do that right now. Go ahead, I'll wait for you. Are you done? Thank you very much. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to keep us up to date with me as possible. And also, I have a Patreon, so if you guys like the work that I do here on my channel and you would like to donate, the link for that is down below as well. With no further ado, let's get right into Miss Queerbait Eilish. No, I'm just kidding. That's not funny. Not funny. Not a good joke. Anyways, roll the video. I actually studied media communications back in college, specifically the ways that media can either create or destroy prejudice. So I feel like I'm gonna have a pretty good lens looking at this video and determining whether or not it's going to negatively impact actual LGBT people. Of course, everything in this video is going to just be my opinion, so just keep that in mind, okay? What is queerbaiting? A lot of people have been throwing this word around and it's been used in a lot of different contexts, but I think it's really important to note the actual definition of queerbait. So queerbaiting is defined as a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment in which creators hint at but do not actually depict same-sex romance or other LGBTQ+ representation. So basically it's when a show or a movie or something like that has two characters who the show kind of hints that they might be into each other. They know they flirt a lot, they get very intimate, they get very close, whatever, but it's never revealed that they are actually together. This is typically done as a way to expand media viewership into LGBTQ+ audiences, while at the same time retaining some of those homophobic or conservative viewers that don't want to see, you know, a gay relationship in a show that they're watching. Queerbaiting, at least in my own opinion, is extremely problematic because it deprives the LGBT community of that actual explicit representation that it needs. Like if you want to depict an LGBT character or an LGBT relationship, say it with your gut, like do it. You know what I mean? Like don't half-ass it. So that's basically what queerbaiting is. Queerbaiting has been around for a very long time, whether you've heard of the, you know, the word or not. It's a technique that's been used in media for, you know, a very long time. Before we continue with this video, we're going to take a quick second to talk about today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Confessions of a Rebel, which is a new fragrance brand all about celebrating the rebelliousness in each and every single one of us. Confessions of a Rebel does something that I've never even heard of before, and I'm obsessed with it. They blend traditionally feminine notes with traditionally masculine undertones, and vice versa, all different ways, to create unique fragrances that are anything but ordinary. They're all a bit different. Some are subversive, others are straightforward, but they're all compelling in their own right. Not only are all the fragrances vegan and cruelty-free, but Confessions of a Rebel actually goes straight to the source for their ingredients, and they also make sure to source their ingredients responsibly. They work with the best and the brightest small batch farmers to do things a little bit differently. I also love the names of all the different fragrances in this line. Some of them are Love High, Get a Room, Almost Single, Fuck Mondays, About Last Night, and Bitch Please. Isn't that amazing? I just love that. So here I have fragrances Bitch Please, and I also have a little travel version of the Get a Room fragrance. So the key notes in this one here, Bitch Please, are blackcurrant, raspberry, jasmine petals, oak moss, and creamy sandalwood. And it is traditionally feminine, but men love it too. As for Get a Room, the key notes are apple tree, mandarin, cypress, vanilla, and clary sage. And this one is also traditionally feminine, but again, men love it too. Of course, I went with the traditionally feminine ones. Like, how could I not? Currently, Get a Room is my favorite. I don't know what it is about this one. Maybe it's the fact that it comes in this cute little container, but I cannot get enough of this. So yeah, if you're interested in getting a new fragrance or even just supporting my channel, make sure to use my code SamanthaLux to get 20% off of your Confessions of a Rebel fragrance. Okay, so now that we know what queerbaiting is, I want to take a second to read some of the responses that I got. Hi everyone, so I'm here editing this video and I realized that while I was filming, I forgot to talk about why Billie got in trouble, like she's grounded, what the whole issue was. So I want to give you guys a little rundown of like how everything happened. So to my understanding, this whole queerbaiting argument and this whole queerbaiting concern or criticism of Billie all started with the Lost Cause music video, in which she was with a bunch of her friends. They were all dancing, you know, eating chips, having fun, partying. Some of the scenes they were in like pajamas, some of the scenes they were more dressed up, whatever. And some people had a really big issue with this video because they perceived it as performative bisexuality, or even just an attempt to, you know, sexualize women loving women relationships to appeal to the male gaze. But then it got a lot worse when Billie posted a photo set on her Instagram of a bunch of different pictures of her and the other girls from the music video. And the photo set was captioned, "I love girls." This post came a little bit after people were already criticizing her for the Lost Cause music video. So it really didn't look too good for Billie, I guess. And then after that, people were of course upset, so they started doing some more digging and some more research on Billie and, you know, the people around Billie, and they discovered that Billie's suspected current boyfriend used to say some very homophobic and very racist things on Twitter and on social media. And so people are coming out and saying, well, it's very unlikely that she is queer at all if she is dating somebody that is outwardly homophobic. Of course, all of this had to happen during Pride Month, so I feel like the people that felt disrespected just felt that much more disrespected because it's Pride Month, duh. But yeah, that was pretty much the series of events that has occurred that has gotten Billie into the situation that she is currently in. So now we're gonna get back to the actual video. Sorry I had to cut in so unprofessionally like this, but it's an important little, you know, timeline to note. So, all right, back to the video. Bye. I asked my followers who were women, attracted to women, to respond to this and give me their opinion. I got a wide array of answers. Some people saying it is queerbaiting, some people saying it isn't, some people saying some of it is, some of it isn't. So personally, I think that Billie is queerbaiting because she knows her fandom wants her to be gay, and she released it during Pride Month. I was conflicted at first, but when she started dating a homophobe, it was clear for me. Why would a queer person date a homophobe? I don't want to necessarily respond to these things. I'm going to give you guys my opinion afterwards, but we're just going to, you know, soak in these responses. This person said, it's hard to judge her on queer baiting, in my opinion, since we don't know if she is straight or queer. Not every queer person wants to publicly come out as such, and we should respect that. Okay, all right. Brennan Beckwith said, I don't think real people can queer bait. I think real people can capitalize off of queer people, of course, but I don't think they can queer bait because that would imply that you know for a fact they aren't queer, which is problematic. Okay, all right. This person said, trans lesbian here. I think Billie Eilish's queer baiting or whatever is indicative of a wider problem, which is the fetishization of lesbian relationships. It's always felt to me not that she was trying to gain queer fans, but more that she thinks being gay is risque in some way. I think the music video is definitely evocative of performative bisexuality of the early 2010s. For example, I Kissed a Girl, the Anaconda music video, etc., that panders to the male gaze, and following it up with the phrase, I love girls, was a choice. Her music video Lost Cause wasn't queerbaiting, however, her post after the fact was annoying. She captioned her post, I love girls. I 100% think that's queerbaiting. It's also unfortunate that her boyfriend is very problematic. It's just tired how lesbians get constantly sexualized. For me, her Instagram post really seems queerbaiting. She could have captioned the picture different. It's sad to see how she does not speak about it. We get judged on a daily basis. It's tiring. To me, Lost Cause seemed to play into the hypersexualization of female friendships and how men envision lesbianism/bisexuality. Her post afterwards was def queerbaiting. I'm also disappointed in her choice of men. This person said, real people can't queerbait. She's a teenage girl exploring her orientation, and if her dancing with other women on stage is how she wants to experiment, then all power to her. She only stated she was straight like 3 years ago. Finally, I hate how fetishized non-binary loving women and women loving women are. If Billie Eilish was around a bunch of guys and doing the stuff she was doing, y'all would treat it differently. But since she's around other women, it's okay. Y'all view women-loving women and non-binary loving women relationships as entertainment or just don't even think of them as real relationships. She stated multiple times she's straight, and I respect that she's straight. But with that, we need to hold her accountable for queerbaiting. Okay, all right. So we have lots of opinions. Okay, here we go. So like I said, of course, this is all my opinion. I am a straight transgender woman. I am not, you know, attracted to women at all. So of course I'm going to have a different perspective, but I think, you know, I don't know what I think, but here's my opinion. So I don't think that Billie Eilish was queerbaiting. First of all, it would only be possible for Billie to queerbait if we were 100% sure that she is not actually queer or questioning or whatever you want to say. She's literally 19 years old now. I think the last time she said that she was straight was when she was a minor. I watched the Lost Cause music video right when it came out before any of this controversy, you know, started happening. And I'll just say, at least from my perspective, it did not seem at all to be about a woman loving woman relationship, but rather just finding a sense of comfort and finding a sense of intimacy with your close friends. The song itself is about getting over a partner who is not, worth the heartache. And to me, the music video was depicting Billie finally loving herself and, spending time with her friends and spending time with the people who do care about her. Like, yes, for sure, there are a few scenes that I can definitely understand how people would interpret to be, a little bit like performative bisexuality or whatever you want to call it. For example, there's a couple of shots in the music video of all the girls on the bed. And there's another shot where Billie is kissing another girl on like a little set of wax lips that she has, like, like the little candy that you put in your mouth. But really, that's about it. There wasn't really any explicitly sexual acts happening. There was nothing sexual about it, in my opinion. Like I said, I can see how some people might perceive this as a sort of performative bisexuality, but to me, it honestly just felt like they were just partying and being silly and dancing with each other, having fun, which is, by the way, very similar to the way that I act after a breakup or after, feeling down about myself. I go out with my friends, I dress up, I look all cute, I start, feeling myself, and we eat chips and we dance and party. This music video is very reminiscent of Demi Lovato's new song, Girlfriends Are My Boyfriend. My girlfriends are my boyfriend, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the same theme as all of this, where like Demi is saying, I don't need a boyfriend because I have all my girlfriends and all my, friends love me and, I'll just spend time with them. Even just the idea of like a Galentine's Day, where like you spend a day that is meant for a romantic partner with your friends because they know how to love you better. Some other people are claiming that Billie was trying to fetishize, a woman loving woman relationship to appeal to a male gaze, or like, how boys are all infatuated with girls that, date girls and hook up with girls, blah, 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 blah. I don't really see that. Like, I just don't. Billie's cis straight male audience is likely very, very small. Like, I'm just gonna be real. It's likely very small compared to the audience that she has in other demographics. So to argue that she has created this whole music video to appeal to that small portion of her demographic, it just doesn't make sense. Like, they're not the ones that are buying her music, you know what I'm saying? All that being said though, I think that most people were okay with the music video. I think that where they really found a problem or where they really found an issue was with the Instagram post. It is a photo set of Billie with all the other girls from the music video, and the caption is, I love girls. Listen, I love girls is not a coming out statement. Like, it's just not. I guess I can understand how it can be perceived that way, but in my opinion, it's such a reach, and it's almost like a romanticization of the bond that Billie has with her close friends. Like, why can't Billie and her girlfriends just be that close? I am guilty of saying that I love women in the past. I'm even guilty of saying that I despise men in the past, but neither of those statements were me saying that I am, romantically or sexually interested in women. It was literally just me expressing the love and gratitude and appreciation that I have for women, and also expressing the fact that men suck. Who doesn't love women? Come on, love is not a word that is exclusively used for, a romantic relationship. I feel like I love more people platonically than I ever will love somebody romantically. As for the whole argument that, this happened during Pride Month, so it must mean something. Oh my God, I got lipstick on my tooth. That's what it means. I disagree. I do not think that it means anything. Honestly, like, maybe it does mean something, but coincidences do happen. And then the last issue that we're going to talk about today is Billie's suspected boyfriend. So yes, this is Billie's suspected boyfriend that has not been confirmed, anything like that. However, they have been seen out together, whatever. So I mean, I think it's safe to assume that they're probably at least dating, maybe not like boyfriend, girlfriend, but like seeing each other, I've always been a supporter of the phrase, you are the company you keep, or even, guilty by association. However, in preparation for this video, I watched the Queer Kiwis video on, this whole situation, and it really gave me a new perspective. Like, you really just truly never know why two people are together. Maybe Billie never knew about the things that he said or did in his past, and maybe that would be a deal breaker for Billie if she had known. Or maybe she's even trapped in a relationship that, she doesn't want to be in, because people can be very manipulative, especially at Billie's young age of 19. It's very easy to be manipulated, which, by the way, her suspected boyfriend is 29. Girl. We're not going to talk about it. We should talk about it, but we're not going to. This whole situation kind of just comes down to one phrase, which is, we just don't know. I think it's really only fair to judge Billie or criticize Billie off of her own personal actions, not the actions of somebody that she is suspected to be in a relationship with. But even for the rest of the argument, this phrase could be applied, because we just we don't know a lot about the situation. We don't know if Billie is 100% straight or if she's questioning her sexuality or whatever. To sum up, I guess I would say that I agree with people like Queer Kiwi or Brennan Beckwith when we say that people in real life, I won't say that they can't queerbait, but it's very, very hard for them to queerbait, you know? Because we just truly don't know what's going on with somebody, especially somebody as huge and as famous as Billie Eilish, somebody that is so honestly like detached from the everyday person. We only see what we see online. You know, Billie is a completely different person behind the scenes. The only thing that this argument would be doing if she was legitimately questioning herself would be pushing her back in the closet. Is that really what we want to do in 2021 during Pride Month? Y'all can do that, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, like I said, that is just my opinion. I'm definitely super, super curious to hear what you all think, so definitely put your opinion down below. If you like this video, first of all, please make sure to give it a thumbs up down below, but also make sure to go and check out some other queer creators, people who are actually women-loving women, and check out their opinion on it. Queer Kiwi did an amazing video that I watched, you know, I think twice when I was preparing for this video, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm going to go, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye, everyone!